What is that blue thing say?
You can also control. I think you can put on the thing so you don't have to
Hold it.
there.
So there's a crowd of people that just went back to meet with Sean, so they should be in that crowd. I see a group of graduate students walking in right now. Yes. Oh, I have the seats available on the front row. You just want to listen to you.
Just over. Do you see my hand?
No. I think I started. Or no, I'm not sure. Oh, just like that.
It's fine.
I think it's because I started.
Okay.
There's some.
Morning.
I know. John's over to Are you live streaming it?
Yeah.
Where?
On YouTube.
Yeah. So the website is tinyurl.com/defendethnicstudies2016.
tinyurl.defend
tinyurl.com, right?
Let me check.
Very
I've seen
Oh, there you go. Sorry. This one. Yeah. I'm sorry. I was
Oh, no, it's all right. Thanks.
yeah.
I'll check it out. Yeah, that's us. Oh, is it live for them?
Yeah, it's been working. I saw you walk by.
Oh, there's 17 people.
Okay.
Yeah, 17 viewers.
That's okay. My family's kind of black. No, like my uncle's my dad in New York. So they're afraid. Russian person. And then they still act like they don't. And then I was showing Shirley like kind of all the scenes. Our services too. Want to pick up. They're trying to get He's in a couple of others.
Never heard about that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be a lot of fun.
Hey, I have.
What's up? Good, just, we're streaming. If you want to say hello. Oh, perfect. Yeah, if people want to ask, it's tinyurl.com/defense2016. So, should I not? I know that Kevin wanted to be here. So, Kevin Santos. Oh, yeah. There's like 17 tourists.
I put it on too.
Yeah, 17.
But I kind of saw a good share about good times left. And if you're in that anything with Asian American studies, you're good to see.
Okay.
So,
I'll text
Hey, I really like your cartoons.
Thank you.
yeah, I saw
It's so good. They were you should like totally have like Let me. I'll ask. I did my show. Oh yeah. Scholarships or like if y'all attend conferences. I went in January. Yeah. It's really so true. Yeah, okay. That's great.
Thank you everyone for showing up. We'll be starting the meeting in about 5 minutes. If I can get all the administrators, including President Wong, seating in their seats. Thank you very much. Yes, please.
Yeah. I know. Your light streaming.
As a reminder for folks on the left side of the seats, the first 2 rows are for alumni, faculty, and students only. The first 2 rows of the seats.
Here they come. I hear them. Are they on this side?
Hi.
Hi, how are you? Alicia. Oh, good. Thank you.
I really appreciate it. Yeah, let's look at the data. Let's make some decisions
It's got so many different. Yeah.
We gonna be alright. We gonna be alright.
We gonna be all
Right. We gonna be alright. 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 We gonna be alright.
As a reminder for faculty that are walking in, the first two rows are reserved for y'all.
We gonna be alright. 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 We gonna be alright.
Screaming? Hope so. I'll let you know. So far, it's been working. 25 viewers right now.
Is it recording too? Well, it'll be available.
Yeah, it's live stream, and then we have to, when it's finished, we'll shut it to Dustin at the bottom?
Basically, back of the menu.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Dr. Collins, faculty over there. First two rows.
We gonna be alright. 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 be alright. We gon' 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 be alright. What do we want? Education. What do we want now? What do we want? Education. What do we want now? What do we want? Education. What do we want now? What do we want? Education. Now. What do we want? Education. What do we want? Education. What do we want it now? What do we want? Education. What do we want it now? What do we want? Education. What do we want it now?
Let's just take a quick second to make sure all of the students can fit in here. So squeeze, squeeze. Move in, move in. Hey, let the students know there's room in here to sit crisscross applesauce. We got crisscross applesauce space up here. Yeah, sit down up here. Moreno and Jake Spindle, go to the lobby.
We gonna be alright.
That's where you need to be. If you have been spoken to about making a statement, you need to be in the lobby, all right?
Thank you.
We gonna be alright. We gonna be alright. Ethnic studies back. 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 Ethnic studies back.
All right, guys.
Ethnic studies back.
All right, let's get this meeting going, everybody. Real quick, if you are in the middle aisle, that needs to be clear. That needs to be a clear aisle there in the middle for our speakers to be able to come up to the front of this podium. So we'll just give y'all a second. Let's make sure that message gets out into the lobby, that aisle needs to be clear. Moses, can you let them know that aisle needs to be clear too? Thanks, man.
Let them know we gonna fight, but we still gonna be cordial about it. We gonna fight though.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Somebody unplugged me.
Hey, y'all over here to my right, we also just need to have that open. So you need to squeeze in or just part way, like part. I want to take this moment to let you guys know that the Golden Gate Express is doing a live feed of this event. You can go onto their Twitter page, which I understand is at Golden, wait, what is it? Who's Golden Gate? @Express News on Twitter. You don't need to download anything. It's just going to be on Twitter. So let your friends know who couldn't make it. Those of you outside, if you can't hear, it's @Express, right? @Express. Express News, my bad. @Express News for a live stream.
Live news feed.
Live news feed. Can we still get this fire exit open though, you guys, please? And then we're going to get started. Okay. I'm being told it has to be a clear passage, you guys. Let's get this meeting going, please. Yeah, Berlin, can you do that? All right. While you guys are doing that. Wait, no. All right, you guys. We're going to start this, all right? Today, it is February 25th, 2016. President Wong and Provost Rosser are here to meet with the students of ethnic studies to discuss our budget crisis. I want to start this meeting off with a poem by Asada Shakur. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love each other and support each other.
We must love each other and support each other.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
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 I would like to invite the students up here now.
Good morning, President Wong, administration, and my community. I want to welcome you all and thank you for your presence here today. My name is Shannon Deloso, and I am a first-generation Filipino-American college student. College of Ethnic Studies representative with much pride. Like many of you here, I have experienced the admiration, love, and empowerment that ethnic studies has given to me, not only to better understand our people's resilience throughout history, but to see the valuable information and the feeling that ethnic studies cultivates, the need to share and preserve. What has brought us here today was the same problem that we faced nearly 48 years ago. Administration not seeing the value of our people and our people's stories, but most importantly, the underestimated power that the students and the community endures when we unite. It goes parallel that are apparent to what we address and attempt to combat the issue at hand. After the email that I received from you, President Wong, framing the situation as a deficit that the College of Ethnic Studies has not been taking responsibility for, I felt insulted and hurt by your words. Spending problem, it is the underfunding that your administration It is no insult in a long history of people of color being told that we don't know how to manage our affairs. Academic affairs that is overspending. What happened to the $14 million reserve fund? It needs a basic budget to do more work than you say is more important. Are we just tokens for Super Sunday, the Bayview campus, other events in college? The College of Ethnic Studies is one of the smallest colleges at San Francisco State University and has never properly been funded to begin with. In 2008, we suffered from the California budget cuts that spread across the colleges of our university. These cuts were not only dramatic, but it was also inequitable, leaving the College of Ethnic Studies to absorb a much more detrimental impact due to its smaller size and already limited funding. These immense cuts led to an agreement with academic affairs stipulating that they would pay a portion of our deficit through a reserve fund. Further emergency cuts continue to affect the College of Ethnic Studies disproportionately, and to this day, none of the fundings have ever been restored. Over time, the percentages of cuts seem to have grown to the point where it's so disproportionate that the College of Ethnic Studies runs a deficit even before the school year starts. The college is left with a budget that our university allocates to us. Currently, we are now facing a predicament where our provost, Sue Rosser, and the president, Leslie Wong, are saying that we have to deal with the deficit placed on us on our own. But what we are hearing is that ethnic studies is not a priority and has never been.
Hello.
If we are an important part of this community and this university, as you stated in your email earlier this week, then why are we being left to drown? If we are a part of you, why have you turned on us, saying that we are in debt to academic affairs? Why have you turned on us, saying that, why are you portraying to us that we are broke colored people? We feel that all colleges should have the resources for their students and their faculty to thrive, and also recognize that we are all facing tough times. But when administrative decisions are causing an outright dismantling of the basic fundamentals pillars that are needed to operate this College of Ethnic Studies, the only one in the nation, it is clear their existence is severe dissonance between administration and the community's expectations. That begs the question, if our administration are able to uphold the values and historical legacy that we left at San Francisco State. The impact of the additional loss, if this budget cut goes through, or if we do not get the proper funding that we need, we would be cutting the following. The Cesar Chavez Institute, our only research center. Outreach and programming that promotes higher education and ethnic studies. Ethnic Studies Resource Center, our only student resource center. Tenured faculty MOUs, sabbatical replacements, graduate courses, graduate coordinator, our Senate and UTPC replacement. What this means is that all the lecturers for the College of Ethnic Studies will be let go and classes would be cut by 50%. Students shouldn't be afraid if their mentors would be coming back to Next Falls. Students should not feel like they should be treated like a number and their needs are not met. With the budget that is supposed to reflect stability and advancement. Students should not be able to set demands for our president to give us what we need, and we refuse to commodify and be buried. President Wong and Provost Rosser and the rest of the administration, you come to SS State and say that you take pride in our history, then deprive the university students and education system that allowed us to lead productive and meaningful lives. This unequal treatment doesn't only impact our college, but it will impact thousands of students who take GE requirements to the College of Ethnic Studies. My question for all of you is, why do you have to wait until now to tell us the $14 million reserve fund is that claims to take pride in the college? Have you not raised funds for academic programs and services impacting ethnic studies? We acknowledge that there is a deficit within the system, but as students and community members ask you to hold yourself, President Wong, the lack of transparency that you bring to the university. Listen to your constituents and your community that this university is a part of, and remember that you have a duty to uphold our mission statement's commitment to diversity and just paying lip service to equity and demonstrating commitment through our resources that it will advance ethnic studies on a permanent, ongoing, and sustainable way. That's right. From here, the students at San Francisco State University have demands for the President Wong.
You said that.
We have our brothers and sisters up here today to read the demands to the community.
What's happening, brothers and sisters? sisters, my name is Nico Martinez. I'm the president of the Ethnic Studies Student Empowerment Resource, Ethnic Studies Student Organization here on campus. We've all been working really hard to synthesize undergrad, graduate, and faculty demands. I'm going to read off our first demands.
They can't hear you.
Sorry, y'all, I can't get loud enough. President Wong and Supervisor, our first demand. We demand a restoration of all pre-2007 funding to the College of Ethnic Studies and the Cesar Chavez Research Institute. This includes the return of all positions lost due to early faculty retirements, as well as the promised 2 tenure track lines for the Arab and Muslim ethnicities and diaspora. It also enables the Cesar Chavez Institute to again hire full-time director, 2 staff, and faculty research fellow positions. As a commitment to the advancement of ethnic studies, we demand, at minimum, 2 new tenure track faculty appointments to every unit within the College of Ethnic Studies over the next 5 years. Second of all, we demand that all SFSU students be required to complete at least 1 lower and 1 upper division course.
What's good, y'all? So, to show solidarity, can you put your fist in the air like this, please? All right. So, my name is Hannah Wadaje, and I'm here representing the Black Student Union. What's good, BSU? I also represent all of the beautiful souls and energy in here, so I love y'all. All right. Demand number 3. We demand increased funding allocations for our lecturers to meet rising student demand, permanent funding for the crucial work of the Student Resource and Empowerment Center, including resources for a permanent line for staff advisors and student internships, a disability learning specialist to be hired to work with all students across all colleges, and the creation of a high school recruitment program within the College of Ethnic Studies. Number 4, we demand San Francisco State University fund more work-study positions within the College of Ethnic Studies. Thank you.
Hey, what's up? My name is Rex Halpy. I'm representing PIC. I'm reading demand number 5. We demand the establishment of a graduate advising center within the College of Ethnic Studies with funding for full-time graduate program coordinator and graduate academic advisors. Further, we demand resources for the coordination. Further, we demand resources for graduate research and professional development within the College of Ethnic Studies, as well as funding for new graduate lounge to accommodate both Asian American Studies and Ethnic Studies MA programs. And finally, we demand a complete restructuring of the Ethnic Studies MA curriculum. Number 6, we demand adequate resources for faculty within the College of Ethnic Studies to conduct the research and produce publications that match expectations for scholarly work by academic affairs. We demand a full-time development officer and ORSP grant writer for the College of Ethnic Studies. Likewise, we demand resources to hire a director of community service learning within the College of Ethnic Studies, whose primary responsibility is to facilitate faculty and student activities, engagement, and service into the community.
I'm Bianca. I'm representing Asian American Studies Master's Program. Demand number 7. We demand that Race and Resistance Studies program be granted to
budget and one full-time office coordinator for the AMED program. That funding for one full-time AOC in every unit within the College of Ethnic Studies be established. We further demand an increase in funding for the Native American Graves Protection and Repatriation. So that the two current staff members can be hired with full-time permanent staff levels and supervision of the NAGPRA program housed within the College of Ethnic Studies. We also demand funding to begin an initiative to develop a program in Pacific Islander studies. Demand number 8, we demand a Center for the Advancement of Black Life on campus to be funded to be in charge of the recruitment, retention, and successful matriculation of Black students, undergraduate and graduate, staff, and faculty.
My name is Wendy Velasco, and I'm representing Ethnic Studies cohort graduate students. Demand number 9. We demand that San Francisco State University establish a meeting between the president, provost, and students in the College of Ethnic Studies every semester to focus on academic programs. We demand that no disciplinary action be taken against students, staff, faculty, or administrators in defending the college today or in the days to come. We demand an independent and transparent audit of the academic affairs budget and a performance review of provost and vice president for academic affairs. Review was previously conducted, but no report or outcomes of this report were ever made available to faculty or students. If this review is not conducted, we can only assume a lack of transparency and that an intentional dismantling of the College of Ethnic Studies. They require Vice President Provost.
All at once.
We demand a response for a plan of action to address the list of demands by the end of Black History Month on February 29th, no later than 5 p.m.
We'd like to invite the Dean of the Ethnic Studies College now to make a statement.
Respect and appreciation to the student leadership that brought us here today. And if I ever was unclear about student leadership at San Francisco State, I don't think I was, but just in case I was, I've just been given a tutorial at the graduate level. And I hope I get some extra time to submit my paper on this. I want to start by saying something that the students in ethnic studies already know is obvious, but I want to say it because it's part of the context of how we stand here. Our standing here has been an exercise of power, and an exercise of power in relationship to justice. So in other words, you invited me up here. If you did not invite me up here, I would not be able to stand here, so that's why I'm appreciative. I want to be appreciative because I see veteran strikers found as this college.
That's right.
I want to be appreciative that faculty, staff, colleagues inside and outside of the college are here. Yeah. I want to be appreciative of the alumni I see here. And I'm appreciative of the president's cabinet, who is sitting here listening patiently and also attentively to what you're saying.
We hope.
Yes.
That- So it's in that I actually use a quote. I'm both a student of Malcolm and of Martin. But I'm going to Martin because being patient, being grateful, and being loving is part of revolutionary spirit.
Yes.
Something that gets missed when we only look at the chase scene in the strike film. It's sort of like seeing any other chase scene. You forget that there were years of conversation in, and there was years of conversation out. Relationships got very, 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 very complicated. I think that's an understatement, but I hope I got enough berries in there. And the institution changed. It not only the institution not only changed for those who made demands, it changed for everyone, and the institution was better for how we came out the other end. Now, I know I'm not saying this for the student leaders who brought us here. I'm reminding myself because I was standing there in awe over, yes, I'm not out of touch. I knew a little bit about what was going on, but this is pretty amazing. So the quote that I used for myself on my Martin Luther King side, which you'll actually get, Malcolm understood equally well. They just said it differently. Power, oh, well, you need to take the courses and let this faculty argue out. Because the answer is always, is the answer yes or is the answer no? The great thing about academics is, the answer is whether it's yes or no is yes. It's no. So anyway, power without love is reckless and abusive. And love mean it. Power at its best is love implementing the demands of justice, and justice at its best is power correcting everything that stands in the way of love. Now, it's in that spirit, and I'm sorry for taking so much of the preamble before I read what I'm about to say, but we stand here as family, and I stand here as a member of the College of Ethnic Studies. I stand here as an administrator. I stand here as a professor, and I stand here as a citizen of California who pays taxes. I want that to just what it is. So, so this is what I'm trying to say. We're here, we're in it together. So what I'm about to say, I want to say clearly, professionally. If it sounds harsh to someone and it's not cruel, then I was probably clear. If it sounds cruel to somebody, I may have made an error. Be loving and tell me what the error is, so the next time I say something, it's better. And I'm reading the statement, and I've sent it out. It's on our webpage, you can find it. What we still know, the Dean's statement on San Francisco State's fiscal and intellectual health. After poring over budget figures that I received only yesterday, contradicting budget figures that the college, the chancellor's office, and others had for the past several years from the same official sources, I must first state what I no longer know. I'm an empiricist. I go with data. Good thing, bad thing, don't judge. With conflicting budgetary data, I will state on behalf of the college, we no longer know definitively whether the college is receiving an unfair or fair share of the academic affairs budget. I've got to state that from what I'm now sifting over. Now, the first thing that and I'm going to say in the we, because I'm speaking on behalf of the college here, and my faculty are in the front lines, stop me if the we isn't, but you allow me to channel the college. If I'm not channeling,
keep going.
The first thing we still know from the experiences of the college, the students, colleagues across campus, and the public media who have requested and received conflicting records is that the university at this moment in time is incapable of producing transparent, reliable, and meaningful budgetary data to answer critical questions regarding its fiscal health and the relationship of its fiscal health to the operational tasks of implementing its mission, vision, strategic goals, particularly its value of equity. That is a criticism in the sense of a critique. That's like telling me right now, maybe something in here wasn't grammatically correct. If I look down, if it wasn't grammatically correct, the answer is it isn't. What else do we know? We know that the College of Ethnic Studies will be constrained to an allocation that does not truly constitute a budget. Because a budget is a realistic financial plan to provide adequate revenue to address the services and products being required. There'll be some repetition because the students do such great research. We know that fully implementing these allocations means cutting all the funding to the Cesar Chavez Institute, the college's primary support for faculty research, creative work, and partnership projects with students and community, cutting all work-study student funding, cutting core graduate courses, making it impossible to earn a master's degree in ethnic studies, cutting all classes that would replace teaching faculty on sabbatical, parenthetically, unless the university violates the contract and cancels these sabbaticals that are earned by the faculty. That's not happening, so I want you to know that's why it's parenthetic. Defunding the Student Resource Empowerment Center, which provides advising and counseling to students, basically cutting any expenditures that are not directly funding the salaries of existing tenure-track faculty and permanent staff. For anyone who doesn't know that, it means the ones that once they're hired, the state of California must pay no matter who. Okay, hold up. In fact, we don't have an allocation that pays for even those salaries. Now, the statement is online, so you'll get the rest of it, but I want to cut to a more important part for me, because it's about making it bigger than this. More directly, let's make the assumption that all units are being treated the same, then that means that all units, more directly, if it is true, let me state the text, that all units in academic affairs are in the same proverbial boat, or even just most of them, then most or all are receiving initial allocations with built-in deficits. If they have built-in deficits and constitute all or most of academic affairs, it follows that academic affairs must be running a continuing deficit, a deficit probably of a magnitude that constitutes an existential threat to the fiscal and academic well-being of the California state's arguably flagship campus. So I'm skipping through, you get the point. If we're all in the same boat, and if this is the case, and if it is that horrible that it's going on, then we are just giving a warning to the whole campus. We're saying, we're the cousin that says, and I'm gonna be nonpartisan, there's an unsavory elephant and donkey in the room. So my conclusion is, President Provost Cabinet, if the reason why we're not fully funded is because nobody sitting here is fully funded, if that's what it is, we may not be able to pull that kind of money out of our pocket. Now I'm speaking as community, all of us in this family. Then maybe we need to be called upon because we have power, and power is currency, and maybe together we can sit around this and look at the whole picture and make the whole boat float. That's the message.
So now we're going to continue on with student and faculty statements. To begin with, my name is Angelica Faustino.
Yes, you are.
My name is Karen Rajapalan, first year ethnic studies cohort.
Francis Wong, second year Asian American studies cohort.
My name is Moses Omalade, all power to the people.
My name is Hannah Wadage, representing Black Student Union.
We are the past, present, and future of ethnic studies.
As graduate students, we hold a unique role as the bridge between undergraduates and faculty. We are at the forefront of developing scholarship, theories, frameworks, and the advancement of self-determination, both locally and globally.
President Wong, as a member of the Ethnic Studies Task Force, you are committed to the development and maintenance of ethnic studies as an ethical responsibility of your nation.
The current
2025 budget intends to dismiss 40% of lecturers in the College of Ethnic Studies, eliminating numerous classes, student-run organizations, support groups, and potential employment opportunities.
Ethnic studies is rooted in San Francisco and its influences branch far beyond. If we cannot protect our roots, how can we sustain the fruits that nourish our communities?
The graduate program is an opportunity for future scholars of color with curious minds and limitless ambitions to enter the academic world. Yet, our contributions are not bounded by the academy, rather by our commitment to communities both here at home and around the world.
Yes!
The budget contradicts San Francisco State University's, quote, unwavering commitment to social justice that is central to the work of the university. Today, we stand here, we urge you to honor the university's mission of growth and development.
Yes.
And allow us to advance ethnic studies by providing the funding we deserve. Now, everybody in here and out there, repeat after me. Give us what we want.
Give us what we want.
Or we take what we deserve.
Or we take what we deserve.
2 more times. Give us what we want.
Give us what we want.
Or we take what we deserve.
Or we take what we deserve.
Last time. Give us what we want.
Give us what we want.
Or we take what we deserve.
Or we take what we deserve.
Thank you.
Remember, our struggles are universal and ever-changing as we continue the fight for the displaced, the lost, and the forgotten. Do we forget?
No!
On behalf of the Asian American and the Ethnic Studies cohort.
We are not the first voices to be heard, and we refuse to be the last.
Everybody. Next, we have Rex Talafield speaking on behalf of the Pacific Islanders Club.
Hey, today we're at a crossroads, and I'm asking San Francisco State, are we going to win? Yes! Are we going to win? Yes! Let me remind you that this College of Ethnic Studies is the one and only College of Ethnic Studies here in the state. It is our duty to defend ethnic studies now. Today, we would like to hold President Wong accountable for the budget cuts to the College of Ethnic Studies, and I'm also here to hold the College of Ethnic Studies accountable for the lack of representation for Pacific Islanders. I'm here to represent the Pacific Islanders Club and our demands. We demand proper representation within the College of Ethnic Studies, separate from Asian American Studies, resulting in at least a minor in Pacific Islander Studies. It is our goal within Pacific Islander Studies to empower Pacific Islander students and to help Pacific Islander faculty within the College of Ethnic Studies. We are more than Asian American Studies. We are more than a fucking week in Asian American Studies. Our history is just as deep as the ocean that we come from. silent.
Very powerful. So just real quick, we have Senya and Norelden. Please stand up. Raise your hands if you are Senya and Norelden. If you are a student or faculty or staff who would like to make a statement on behalf of the College of Ethnic Studies, you need to write your name down on their list, okay? Raise your hand, let them through, okay? Is that clear with everybody? All right, Senya and Norelden, they're on it, okay? All right. Next, we have Hannah Wudaj on behalf of the Black Student Union.
Holla back, I got your back. Holla back, I got your back. Holla back, I got your back.
So if you just think about that phrase, what does that mean? This isn't an individualistic approach. This is about us. This is about we. We should never have to fight for our education. We should never have to fight for our liberation through our minds first. Don't ever let anyone tell you that our education does not matter. Representation does not matter. Our presence matters. Our bodies matter. Our education is important. It is not going anywhere. Someone said, what's going to happen if the cut happens? The cut is not going to happen. We are going to get what we're asking for, and we're not going to sit down until that happens. There are 1 million students enrolled in the CSU right now. What does that mean? We have the power. We have the power as students. We will get what we want, and we're not going to stop until we get what we want.
I got your back. Holla back, I got your back. Holla back, I got your back.
Peace, y'all.
Next, we have Oscar Peña representing the Latina students.
Okay, brother. So I'm gonna start off with giving you this. I'm gonna put this in your office and remind yourself that education you guys. That's what I'm gonna face towards you guys, because you guys need to hear what I got to say. I was born and raised here in San Francisco. With that being said, I grew up in gangs. I sold dope. I was in the lifestyle that you would not even imagine. And so, by going to school, I was able to turn my life around. Had it not been for school, I probably had not been on the streets robbing some of you guys up here. At the same time, education taught me how to be a leader, how to be a father, and how to be in the community. I understand now why I choose Latina studies coming to the school. Because it's imperative to understand not just my history, but understand the social justice issues that go around in this damn country. Especially at this school, which is a shame. Shame on you guys for putting us in this situation. It's not on us. Shame on you. And some of you guys got some great hair. I think you need to pass the torch. You need to get a better position. Because you don't have the energy to continue on this fight. You understand that people's lives that matter. And then we also understand that there is some say-so from other people that you guys are more focused on the athletic department.
Shame on you! 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 Shame on you!
I understand your tactic ways of trying to eliminate the College of Ethnic Studies. You guys are not just only trying to take away classes or our education, but you're trying to derail us into using all of our financial aid funds so we can learn how to take student loans. And I know that. You guys all work together within the power of the system. And so then that's not going to happen. Let me tell you that. Because we didn't just unite up here just for nothing. This is real and reality, and take a picture of it and write it down. Because of the efforts of students working and trying to get educated. We don't want to be incarcerated, we want to educate ourselves. That's what you're doing. You're hand in hand with the system that's trying to continue to eradicate our fucking education and put us in fucking prison so we can continue to go on those fucking streets. You guys need to pay attention to these professors. And I want you guys to look at the face of the professors who are lecturers. Look at the lecturer professors and tell them that their job will be here next year.
Thank you, hermano, for that powerful message, because we are here fighting for our families, fighting for our people. And that's not a struggle that we have to fight alone. So I just ask for Arlene, our hermana Arlene, to come up and speak.
Say your name, girl. Say it.
Hello, good morning, everyone. My name is Arlene Dallas McWall, and
Yes,
I'm one of the
it is.
lecturers in Asian American Studies. I want to thank the students and the organizers that asked me to come today to speak. I represent just one of the many lecturers that lecture in the College of Ethnic Studies. When I went to the budget meeting last week, not only did I think about what might happen to me next year, but what might happen to the students. What might happen to the movements that we have made or organized throughout the years for ethnic studies to be institutionalized within schools. What does that mean when the birthplace of ethnic studies says no more? Right? My life work has always been to defend and protect ethnic studies. Ethnic studies has provided me with a purpose, a pathway, and a familia. Ethnic studies gave me a purpose because as a young woman of color, I was always searching. I wasn't sure what I was looking for, but when I took my first ethnic studies class, I knew in my gut that I found it. I found a place that put my stories, my struggles, my survival at the center of discourse, finally, after all the years of school. It gave me a purpose to serve my community, to work in the Asian American community, to teach in the community, to respond to the needs of young people who are still searching. Ethnic studies gave me a pathway. I came to SF State 14 years ago, 2002, as a master's student in Asian American Studies. When I was deciding what school I wanted to go to, everyone told me ethnic studies, SF State. That is the place to go. That is the birthplace. If you want to learn there, that's where you got to go and be mentored. So I came here because I was in search for mentors to help me, guide me, find my path. I found PET, Pinoy Pinay Education, where we take students in the College of Ethnic Studies, undergrad and graduate students,
to get hands-on experience to teach ethnic studies at SFUSD, to help them find their pathway on who and what they want to become. Sorry.
Don't apologize.
Ethnic studies gave me a pathway to get a master's degree, a doctorate degree, and multiple degrees. That experience helps me mentor and teach the students I teach today at SF State, at USF, at SFUSD. I want to shed light to the path less traveled, but obviously, if you look today, the path is well taken. I encourage many young people to come to SF State, to take ethnic studies, to declare a major, to continue with a master's degree, to get a doctorate, to be who they want to become. I've connected with them with a huge network of ethnic studies alumni, ethnic studies professors, to get scholarships, to get internships, to get jobs. This pathway has led many people to the College of Ethnic Studies, into the communities and into their classrooms, changing policies and most of all, saving lives. Ethnic studies gave me a familia, a community, a home. I'm a mother of 2 young children. One of them who goes to school right next door because I purposely put him here because of SF State Ethnic Studies and their purpose. That raises their children and a community with an ethnic studies lens. My daughter is currently a student at Longfellow Elementary School, not too far away, where she takes ethnic studies and learns her language, where she learns who she is at an early age, where she doesn't have to search half her life until she gets to college. It is important for all of us to speak on, to teach our young people about race, class, gender, sexuality, imperialism, colonialism, and more importantly, to love and to have knowledge of self for herself and for all communities. It is imperative that we defend and protect ethnic studies at all times. Not only will our students be affected, but us lecturers. We hang on a balance every semester, not knowing if we will teach, if we find something to supplement our income. This decision will secure absolutely no jobs for lecturers in the future. What does that say about letting go so many people that work so hard for our students, for this university, that you let us go when the cost of living in San Francisco is at the skyline? With many wealthy people in the most expensive city in California, but we can't afford ethnic studies? Ethnic studies is a critical worldview that is necessary for everyone to have, to understand oppression that we face every single day. And that in itself tells me where your priorities are. We need to defend ethnic studies. We need to protect our familia. Ethnic studies was birthed here. Let it live, let it breathe, let it survive. Thank you.
Thank you. From now on, we are starting our alum and student speakers. We are keeping these little statements to 2 minutes from now on, okay? Can you guys just give me like 1 second really fast?
They're on a hot seat.
We want to hear what they have to say.
So before we have the students come up, we'd actually like to give President Wong and Provost Rosser a moment to respond thus far.
I truly want to thank the students for maintaining their voice and offering all of their voices, all of your voices in support of the College of Ethnic Studies. It warms my heart. It reconnects me back to when I was 18 years old and supporting my friends who led the strike and were participating in the strike back then. And yes, I am that old. So allow me to offer some thoughts and some recommendations as we move ahead. Number one, I remain committed to the College of Ethnic Studies. From the first day of my appointment, I refused to merge it. I refused to even consider eliminating it, as I do to this very day today. I have worked to develop a fundraising plan in support of many of the faculty and with the dean. Number two, the difficulty of developing a solid and lasting budget base is extremely difficult when you carry forward debt. And this is the case across the university, not just in academic affairs and in the College of Ethnic Studies. The leadership team has responded to significant facilities failures and an inadequate budget prior to and since my arrival. In 2012, I was welcomed to San Francisco State knowing that of the 23 CSU campuses, we were number 22 in dollars per FTE. That means that we got less money than 21 other universities. Chancellor White has made significant steps in eliminating that gap, and he has heard me loudly defend you and defend this university to rebench and rebench the budgeting process that occurs at the Chancellor's office. The issue with ethnic studies exemplifies the need for a different way to allocate budgets. For example, we are examining a new allocation model where deans get their final budgets in August rather than in January. And if I were a dean, and I once was, I'd want the money up front and let me manage it through the year. While this is being finalized, and I want to say this very clearly to you, while the plan is being finalized, there will be no changes in the number of classes and lectures in the College of Ethnic Studies. Remember that Governor has not issued the budget for next year, and I hope that you would join me in wanting to meet with him about our budget. I do not want to proceed with academic budgets as they are now configured and distributed. Let me say that again. I do not want to proceed with academic budgets as they are now configured and distributed. The technique was effective during the recession and thereafter. One of my favorite phrases that you'll hear a lot is that we have to stop using an old tool to solve a new problem. We need a new level of transparency. I am asking each of the college deans to form a budget advisory committee composed of faculty, staff, and students. And I will ask the chair of the academic senate to plug these committees into the Senate committee structure. The old tool, as we are currently configured, left far too much knowledge in the hands of too few people. Students ask me for more transparency, and I agree. I demand that student reps consistently show up and help us move forward. I will expect Mr. Cortez and Dr. Rosser to begin immediately to reconfigure budget planning and transparency of the academic affairs unit with the other units of the university. This fits my goal of establishing and maintaining a 5-year planning model for the university. Remember, we are still one of the lowest funded CSUs with one of the worst fiscal plans in California. And last, the university will increase the allotment to ethnic studies by $200,000 in 2016-17 to allow planning by the faculty, staff, students, and the dean. And I will seek a commitment to engage fundraising more fully by the dean and the faculty.
And austerity.
And the demands?
And the demands.
Provost Sue Rosser, we believe it's your turn. Before Provost Sue Rosser comes up here, we'd like to get a statement of the demands from the President Wong.
You gave it to him.
My response is I need to study them. I'll bring that up with the leadership team. I also need to include Senate leadership as well as the representative labor units, as this interacts with a lot of those contingencies. So we will begin that.
By the 29th, 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 by the 29th.
5 p.m. 5 p.m.
Good morning. Thank you for this opportunity to speak with all of you. When I look out at this audience of students and faculty, I remember the reason that I went into higher education. It's all about you and your future. That's why we're here. Yes, it is. In between the time when I accepted the position to become provost at San Francisco State and when I took the job, the bottom dropped out of the California economy. Many of you, especially the faculty, have heard me say that my first day on the job was a furlough day. I immediately arrived and found that budgets were in complete disarray, that my predecessor and the former president, Corrigan, had been forced to cut 10% across the board. This was a big shock to all of us. And then, of course, in our first paychecks, we all experienced the 10% cut too. It was like an absolute... Yes. I'm talking.
Let her talk.
I'm talking about the furlough that every faculty member, lecturer, and administrator experienced in 2009-10. Many of you will remember that. The other thing that happened was that the budgets had been cut. We have not received yet back from the state the full amount of money that was cut at that time. And so, as the president said, all academic affairs has suffered, all colleges. Ethnic studies has suffered, but so have the other 5 colleges.
I was a business major. We did not suffer.
We have tried. Each college has its own challenges, difficulties, and opportunities. All colleges.
Bring it down.
I want y'all to remember that this is supposed to be a safe space for all of us, and we need to respect the people who are talking. Thank you. Love y'all.
Thank you. And so we have tried very hard over the last 7 years that I have been here to crawl out of the budget hole in which we found ourselves. It's not been successful completely. Things are getting a little better, but during the last 4 years, ethnic studies did experience shortfalls. And from Central Academic Affairs, where we had money for the GE courses, some of you know these as augments and other things, we also took that extra approximately 200-some thousand a year to pay for any shortfall that ethnic studies had. I had asked for this for the last 4 years from my office when it happened. This year, we are now running out of money, and that is why we came to you and said this year there is a problem. Academic Affairs does not really have the money to continue to do it. So I'm very pleased that President Wong has said that he will find the money elsewhere. that makes a big difference for all of us. It's how it should be. We all need this. It's for our future. It's for our education. We want more money, but more importantly, we need to make our voices known in Sacramento because the CSU is vastly underfunded. This is where most of the students in the state of California are educated. The UC is a tiny group. The community colleges are very important, but each of those groups has obtained funding. From Proposition 30, the community colleges have done very well, and the UCs have done very well from the governor. The CSU has not done as well. And so I ask you to make your voice heard in Sacramento, as you have here today, and let the governor know the need that we have.
What does ethnic studies mean to you?
Do you promise to be there with us in Sacramento?
Absolutely. Here next month.
We're gonna have to discuss this with the rest of the student body. However, we'd like to get back to the deadline we set for our demands. We needed a response by February 29th, the last day of Black History Month. We need to hear those words come out of one of your mouths. So I don't know who's gonna come up here, but it's gotta be somebody.
No lies. Or else. Or else. Or else. Or else.
That's why he's sweating so much.
We're not interested in a statement. It's gotta be numbers.
Basically. If you're speaking about February 29th, then please stand up. But otherwise, we need numbers and numbers now. No statements.
One more. You have 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Thank you for having me up here. Obviously, it's going to take more than 30 seconds to give you the budget. But the framework that this works on, let me use my 30 seconds effectively, is the way that it works. I want to respond to Ken Montero about the fact of how the university budget, that this may be a signal that there are problems. It goes back to what the president said about our funding. The campus initially, upon the president's arrival, was in a $7.5 million structural deficit. Okay, that meant that we are spending more from our savings account. We're taking money out of our savings account to fill our operating costs. That number.
Yeah, well.
That money.
Forgive the debt, like the banks.
Well, I think I could use my time more
I have to
effectively.
keep giving in seconds, guys.
Okay. That number is improving. That number by the end of this year will be $2 million. In other words, we're improving from 7.5 to 2. So I don't want to leave the impression what Dr. Kim Montero is that this is an issue that is getting worse. The issue is getting better.
For everyone else.
Hold on.
else.
Let me finish. Okay. The issue is the way that the budget is structured. This is an issue where we give money to each of the cabinet members, academic affairs, advancement. It's how they allocate that money.
Exactly.
But we're working our way out of the budget process as a budget for the campus. The issue here that we have is transparency, and I think that that is the issue. There's one question. Well, the issue is hold here, and I heard the students say it, that they said it the right way. Okay, you want me to get down?
Yeah.
Okay, the issue is whether, do you have the right allocation or have you been overspending? That's the transparency. I think that and the issue And I think that the transparency does allow that to happen.
We need to leave our podium.
Okay, thank you. And I want to make this clear. We are not saying.
Situation as well. President Wong said in his email to refer to the budget that is posted on the SFSU website. It says that College of Ethnic Studies receives $4.6 million every year. But then if you look at the money actually allocated after the budget, after the benefits that are given to our faculty that they deserve, it says that we only get $3.5 million. We cannot look at the ethnic studies saying that we are overspending, we are not providing for our college, when really we don't even have money to begin with. So we'd like to end this.
Where's the money?
We'll let you respond, but if it's only about the money, if it's only about the numbers.
5 p.m.
5 p.m.
I will work with student leadership. We will meet. The question for me is when, where, and how, so that I can get the information to meet the February 29th deadline.
I'm Dorothy Sabuda, Chair of African Studies. I want to say, as the meeting was open, that I was insulted by President Wong's email to us. My PhD is in English. It was the most rhetorical cliche mode I've ever seen. It started off saying all this wonderful support from us, for us, and then it gets to the but. But you are messing up, essentially, it was saying. When the provost and the president came to our department, our college meeting a few weeks ago, and I put frank to the president, is it lacking for us because we don't get enough in the first place? And he said, yes. So why then send us this message? I think what the provost and president have done is lowbrow, and it should not be being done to us. And I feel there's a hostility towards our college that they need to make clear they don't have, because our dean, our faculty, our students have given them the benefit of the doubt, even returning holiday greetings to them. So I think that more, in addition to the money, we need the money, but we need them to show respect for our college.
Okay, so I have a couple things I need to say. So we are going to continue having lecturers. Lecturers are up here helping the student organizers respond to the information we're getting from the president and from whoever that guy is.
You say it so cute. I have to say it, girl. The suits.
We want to invite everybody in this room. We're going to stay in here till they tell us we got to go. But,
I'm sorry, I got to go to work.
Okay, you can go to work then. But everyone else is staying here until they physically remove us. But we are having a rally out in the Malcolm X after this. Okay, so I'd like to introduce Andrew.
I actually wasn't going to say anything there. Thank you guys for coming. I know it's hard sitting up here. But the reality is, the language in the email message you sent us was deeply hurtful and offensive. I know you don't write those. I know someone writes it and you approve it.
Wow.
But I think at the end of the day, what we're saying is the media, talking to them all week, that there's been this back and forth, They don't even know what the numbers is. So that's what Dean Montero was saying. The media is telling me that you told that Jonathan Morales, the spokesman for the university, said our budget is $5 million. Is it or is it not $5 million? And if there are no proposed cuts, as you all have said, will the budget be $5 million in the fall?
Tell us.
Question.
Yes? It'll be $5 million.
I heard it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. You want to see it?
Yeah, say it with your mouth. Say it $5 million.
Okay, we're gonna have speakers who have signed up to speak. First, student speakers are taking priority at the moment. So we're gonna have Lubna and Amina from GUPS. Let's introduce my familia with respect, and please respect us for speaking. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Amina, and I am with the General Union of Palestine Students. We demand support for studies that reflect our community's lived experiences, just like the spirit of '68. We in GUPS are part and parcel of SFSU, and are not a stepchild. We have consistently contributed to this university. However, at every step of the way, the university has not missed out every opportunity to sanction and penalize GUPS. When Professor Abdul Hadi was hired in 2007 and Ahmed Studies was created, we thought things will change. However, Ahmed Studies and GUPS find ourselves continuously targeted and marginalized. Even when discredited off-campus groups attack us, the university responds to those attacks by agreeing with the ridiculous and unfounded lies and accusations of anti-Semitism.
Hello everyone, my name is Lubna Navar, and I'm with the General Union of Palestine Students. I'm also an Ahmed minor, and I would like to say a couple things. But one of the things that I wanted to say is, what do we do when ethnic studies is under attack? What do we do when ethnic studies is under attack? What do we do when ethnic studies is under attack? That's right. Fight back. We still suffer as a result of these attacks. Even though several unnecessary university audits and investigations proved again and again, time after time, that this is a smear campaign, was unfounded. In your own words, President Wong, it took you a whole year to announce these results publicly. The smear campaign remains on the university PR website. Every time GUPS wants to have an event, we are faced with all sorts of obstacles and destructions. And we know for a fact that the rules are changed, especially to limit and contain, even stop our activities. If San Francisco State University does not want GUPS or Ahmed to stay, let us know. If San Francisco State University is a hospitable space for our communities, then we want to see real change and not cosmetic ones. We have had exciting courses and an amazing program, but the program cannot even continue with one faculty member teaching all of these courses and advising students and student groups, and on top of that, organizing with communities and representing the community to the San Francisco State University. We need Ahmed faculty immediately. We need the support, and GUPS need the support, and the students need the support. And obviously, you can tell that the Students United will never be defeated. And so with this, We will continue to strive, even if the demands are not even met. That means that if the demands aren't met, the strikes will continue, even from our end. What do we do? Fight back! What do we do? Fight back! Thank you. Now we're going to invite our hermana from Mecha to please speak. Hola a todos, compañeras. My name is Mercedes Flores. I'm part of MECHA, which stands for Movimiento Estudiantil Chicano-Chicana de Aztlán. We have been resisting for more than 500 years, and we don't mind resisting for another 500 more. We were deprived from our language, cultura, traditions, and now you want to deprive us from the sweat, tears, and braveness that students in 1968 took so that we could find a place where we belong in this hierarchical society. Not disappeared the $14 million. We demand that y'all should also disappear the fees undocumented students have to pay. On behalf of all the students whose sweat have funded their own education, I say basta. Basta to the threats to cut my and our Department of Ethnic Studies. Basta. Have clear in mind, Ethnic Studies aquí está y no se va.
Hola a todos y todas que están aquí, compañeros, compañeras, profesores, profesoras, mentors, everywhere here. You're gonna look at me and I'm gonna speak to you guys because all my compañeros here have heard us. You saw Cindy, Andy Rodriguez, Mario Woods, Alex Nieto. Sharing the streets. I am Palestina y Latin America. We are students from academia. Ethnic Studies is academia. We demand for Latin American Studies to not just be a minor, but to be a major. Because we are all Latino America. You should be embarrassed for your failure for making us to get to this point. Where has my 2 jobs paychecks have gone in the past 4 years have gone? May I remind you? May I remind you? That we are full-time students. And may I remind you, I'm a full-time student, biology and Latino studies major. So how can you tell me that our profesores can go just like that? Así nada más. How? No. You must recognize that what you are doing is a form of political educational violence. People's lives are continuously subjected. I stand here fighting for not just now, but for our future generations beyond Bay Area. Beyond Mexico and U.S. borders, lands, and seas of the Mediterranean between Africa and Europe. Remember this. Remember. Recuerden esto. We are now in 2016, and this is modern civil rights. All we are asking for. This is all we are asking for. Is that what we want is what we deserve. And that is to have an equitable education here in San Francisco. So we don't keep making
Sister Talisa to come up and speak for us. Thank you. As a reminder for all speakers that have signed up, you do have 2 minutes.
I'll make it quick. 29 days ago, I submitted my graduate application to the College of Ethnic Studies. And then I would say about a week ago, then you emailed me. And I'm like, oh, okay. So you can play this game a little bit. Because there's no way you're going to tell me I don't have a teacher. These pets, Professor Kosky back there, I don't know if he's still there. He's a mentor since 2012, and that's not going to stop. So just so you know that, whether you agree or not. March 21st, 2014, there was a resolution in a moratorium. Do you remember that? If you don't, I have it here. You remember? To keep this brief, because I probably have 20 seconds left. It states adequate funding and support. But it's like 2 years later and we're still talking about the same thing. So that's all I have to say. You signed it, you know what's up, right? This is an interactive experience, mind you. I'm just not gonna make a statement, I need to hear words from your mouth. So on February 29, 2014, you were meeting with students and giving us budgetary, fiscal, actual numbers, actual budgets that are proposed until you can finalize them with your bosses. Can I hear that, please? Can you tell everyone that? Because it's more than repeat what I said. February 29, 2014, I will provide. 2016, I will provide budgetary documents that are available to students, faculty, and alumni. For our demands, please. Please state that in the words that you feel you need to say.
By February 29th, we won't have that information.
In response back to our demands, can we, right? Yes, yes, that's all I gotta say.
By February 29th, and hopefully before, we will meet. If we can set up the stage for where, when, and how, we will provide that data. We will also respond to the demand.
Next, we're going to invite Ishmael Muhammad to speak.
And that simply means God is the greatest. My name is Ishmael Muhammad, and I'm the president of the Black Student Union. My name is Gina Indemesco, and I'm the external vice president for the Black Student Union. And we have come here today to speak to President Wong, the provost, and everybody in charge of finances for the university. And we came here to let you know that on behalf of Ethnic Studies and the Black Student Union, the Black student population at San Francisco State University, we are here to fight back. We're not here to just stand here and you will give bullshit answers. There were demands set in place from the Ethnic Studies Department, from the Black Student Union, from GUTS, from different organizations across campus, but do you intend to meet those demands? That is my question to you. When we met with you about our personal demands, he said he couldn't even commit to try. You can't commit to try to work with students who pay you to work at the university. every administrator that came to this stage, all I heard was excuses as to why you can't do it. All I heard is you saying, students, you need to get active and you need to do this. As administrators, we pay you to do such things. Y'all want us to go to Sacramento and lobby? Well, that is your job. We'll go there. We'll do our job for sure. Do your job as well.
We're right on the point in which they tell us to be active, in which they tell us to engage. The Black Student Union engaged the administration. On February 17th, we had a meeting on our demands with the administration in which they gave minimal commitments, in which they guaranteed a meeting within 4 weeks, and they gave us a meeting 6 weeks after. We are being brushed aside. In that meeting, we stated that we wanted support for the Department of Ethnic Studies, the College of Ethnic Studies, and the administration told us that they had allocated a development officer to the college, and that the college was in good hands. But what does it look like now? What is happening to the college now? So we want levels of transparency, and we want the administration to go by its word. What is happening here today, what is said here today, has been recorded, has been documented, and you will be held accountable.
This is how we're gonna close off. Put your fists up in the air. Repeat after me. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. It is our duty to win. We must love each other and support one another. We must love each other and support one another. We have nothing to lose but our chains. 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 Peace, y'all.
Up to 10:55. I'm gonna invite Lisa from Skins to speak. Hey, what's up, y'all? I love y'all. So I just want to thank you all for all the beautiful energy. I'm so grateful for all the blessings that we have today, the blessings of coming together so we can show each other how much we love each other. We need to remember that our very existence is resistance. It is the struggle of the past 7 generations. I'm here as a member of Movimiento Estudiantil Chicano Chicanos Has Love, the Student Council of Intertribal Nations, and repping my hometown, Soledad, Califas, Chole. I came to this university facing a lot of traumas from the marginalized community that has been stripped of its history. And I found Mecha, I found Latino studies, I found safe spaces, and I found healing. I found my mentors. Thank you to my profs who taught me about my history, who taught me about healing. I am the oldest of 7. And this department not only gave me hope for my community, but it gave me hope for my little hermanita, for my brothers. So I know that they can make it out. And now you're trying to tell me that you're going to take that away from me, from my siblings, from my families, from my primos, and from my primas. We are still fighting colonization and those traumas. You are still trying to divide and silence us so that you can push Eurocentric narratives and white supremacist curriculum. You tell us that you hear us and that you care about us, but just in the past few months, we have been fighting for our funds so that we can organize and be with our communities, so that we have been fighting for you not to poison our communities, because you try to get Coca-Cola in here. Strategically, because we know that we all fuck with each other. You know that we all organize together. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm just gonna say it. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I love you all, and I thank you all for caring about me, my community, our people. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't care about your paycheck and I don't care about your feelings.
Thank you so much, Amanda, because that's so important. I'm gonna ask for one last speaker, and this is very hard because I want all my people to speak. So I'm gonna ask.
Cry.
It's okay. It's okay. Let it out.
We got your back.
I'm gonna ask, okay, this is what I'm gonna ask, and I'm gonna ask for each of you to say one thing, one word, but I'm gonna ask all of y'all to come in because I just can't choose one. This is all of our struggles. So I'm gonna ask Win Moonki, John Ray Guerrera, Timothy Akamaka, Hassani Bell, Professor Ahmed from the Ahmed program, Yvette, Rocky Garcia, Armasi the Muzzozi, sorry, Juan Saldona, Jamal Chitani, and Ashley Rodriguez to come up in solidarity with all of us because I do not want to choose one. This is all of our struggles and we should not because of time. And time is forever. Please, if you want to stand here with me, that's good. Say one word, how you feel about everything and what you think is important about ethnic studies, please.
And don't have our voices matter.
Honestly, I feel like this is whitewash. We have been buried for so long, but we are not tired of trying to get up and become roots. We make up that tree. I don't want this history to become nothing again. We have been fighting. We have been doing this since how long? Since Columbus came to America and discovered America.
My name is Timothy Akamaka. I got a bachelor's from Africana Studies here in May, so I'm back to the first word is you better have the National Guard on speed dial. My second word for you is stop stealing, man. If that demand of get a audit, man, you need to check their private contracts, check their salaries, check their conferences they fly to. They're stealing money. We all know they're stealing money, and they got slick ways to do it. And they trying to put it on the back of ethnic studies. It's not going to happen. I want to talk to the people. Oh yeah, February 29th, 5 o'clock. You'll be okay.
This has been a very hostile work environment. The president knows, the provost knows, Mr. Nava knows, everybody in the administration, because I continue writing and I continue talking and I continue speaking about the problems we have. We started in 2007. Now we are with one faculty member, no budget, no other teaching. We have 16 minors. Ahmed minors, raise your hands, please. They are the product of the College of Ethnic Studies and relevant education since 1969. The hostile work environment becomes less hostile when we see all of you here having our back, when we work together, when we come together to demand relevant education, to demand allocation where the money should be spent in education, in students, in our communities, in whatever is relevant and necessary. We want our lands, We want no budget cuts to the college, and we want to work together as a university community in order for us to produce
My name is Rocky G. I'm a first generation Filipino American. Through the ethnic studies program, I have learned about the oppression our people of all ethnicities here represented have gone through. I have learned about martyrs like Vincent Chin. How will the future generation, if this goes through, how will they remember us? How will they remember the martyrs today, like Mario Woods, Alex Nieto, President Ron? How will the future generations remember you? One last thing. Know your history and know yourself. Thank you. My name is Hassan Miguel. I commute 3 hours every day from Stockton, California to be here. My teachers told me that I'll never be here again. Today, if you want to pursue these budget cuts, fine. But I want to tell you one thing: we'll lose. Fight you tooth and nail.
My name is Limon. I come from City College of San Francisco, and I we stand in solidarity with SFSU. We face the same cuts. We're from entrenched in the same communities, and we will keep fighting. And it's super critical to unite. So solidarity.
Do you see these students, faculty, these alumni? In your hands, in your pen, you hold their livelihood. Right now, if you do not fix this, all these people, it's not just them, it's their children, it's all these students, it's their identities. This is what we need to protect. Now, this should not be, their livelihood should not be dependent on how well we can fundraise. You said things are getting better. Then why is it that for the Ethnic Studies Department, things are getting worse? Now, we can fix this budget. I see it very clearly. Now, we need transparency. If you say that our department's being wasteful, then show us how it's being wasteful. But I want to see the same clarity come from the administration. Now, amend it with this. We are going to win this, no matter what. That's right. Society is behind us, and the progression of history is behind us. If this is about the long term, so be it. Think about the long-term longevity of your own jobs. Because these people will make sure that you will lose your job. And society will
Everybody put a fist up real quick. Everyone say power. Power. It's power in the people, and knowledge is power. And there's power in yourself. Knowledge is self. Everybody know yourself, and they're taking away our history from us right now. And I just want to let y'all know we're going to make the campus real uncomfortable. Real uncomfortable. The same way you make me feel uncomfortable, the powers above make me feel uncomfortable, and institutional racism makes me feel uncomfortable. And leave my house and deal with this shit. And I want to let y'all know they're not going to take my education. Hey, I'm a college for music major, emphasis in Latin jazz.
In a place where we are still not recognized for the beauty of our color of our skin, I cannot stand that you're gonna cut these budgets and you're gonna tell us that we cannot educate ourselves on what we are, on who we are, and where we come from. I'm first generation Mexican American. So to what I say to that is basta ya. Basta ya. Basta ya.
Growing up, I never thought I was gonna be here. Never thought I was gonna be able to further my education. I just thought I was gonna be part of my community, a drug dealer, a young teen mother, something like that. Here, I learned to find the words to express how I feel. I learned that I'm broken not because I come from a broken family, but because society is broken. The system is broken. Will not be content by meeting our demands. You're gonna give it to us because we are asking for it. We will ask for more. We are not gonna stop asking just because we get it.
My name is Baby B. I'm a lecturer here as well as a journalist. That is saying that we can have racism right down the street at Lowell High. We can have people going to Wigger parties at St. Ignatius. We have police officers in San Francisco sending racist text messages. We have the rewriting of textbooks all over the country, eliminating our history. We're at a point, this has been ground zero in that resistance. And now we see people wanting to cave in. We need to reset the climate. We need to make sure the buck stops here in terms of the resistance, but you need to be on this side of history representing all the folks here. There should be no reason in a college that advocates for us to think out the box. Our administration needs to be down there talking to Ed Lee. When he goes, Twitter can come here for free. When he can bring in all these tech companies, have those tech companies send their airlines to
I am a mission girl from San Pancho, so So I read this quote yesterday and it just reminded me of everything that we're doing right now. So it goes like this. We're not teaching the forest. We're not even teaching the trees. We are teaching twig history. Without ethnic studies, we are teaching twig history. White history. Aquí estamos y no nos vamos.
Buenas tardes, hermanos y hermanas. And if it wasn't for this ethnic studies department, I would not be proud of myself speaking in Spanish. Being the first generation of Black American, I knew I couldn't be struggles. I knew what it was like not learning my language when I was a little kid, not knowing my own damn music or food and culture. If it wasn't for San Francisco State University, none of us would be proud of our culture, of our family, of our country, of what it means to be alive with our government. And if we kept this president going, you are repeating the same colonizing history that we've experienced. I appreciate the fact that you became the president. Pero mi señor presidente, this is not what we want. Thank you.
students are watching. The community is watching. The youth is watching. San Francisco Unified School District already passed a requirement for their high school students to take ethnic studies. And an educator like me, who teaches at Vernon High School, who teaches 6th to 8th grade ethnic studies, they deserve to go to a college with practices of being multicultural. So I want to leave you with that. The youth is watching, the students are watching, the faculty is watching, and the whole world is watching. I'd like to thank all of you for coming today and listening to what the community has to say. We will be waiting for your response on February 29th, the end of the forum, before 5 p.m. So thank you for coming here. As he leaves, we are having a rally in the quad. So please join us in solidarity. For those who do want to speak, please come. There will be a mic.
We're letting him leave and then we're marching out. We're letting him leave.
We are dismissing President Wong and the administration ahead before the rest of everyone else in this community leaves. Please stay.
Yeah, it'll be on. Are you in the department? I'll have Grace email all the professors and then the link, and then you guys can send it to your students. Yeah, or I'll go to Kenneth's office after. Okay. Yeah.
Everyone, please stay put until the president Wong.
Which way to go? That way?